We got quite a bit to discuss today. We have got quite a bit to discuss today, y'all. Let me get my audio levels situated. Make sure nothing's messed up here with my audio. We got quite an episode for you guys today. Everyone knows that Hassan Campbell has had Gillie the Kid's name in his mouth. For crying out loud, the man had Tupac's name in his mouth this week, dissing the man while sending him a compliment of being his favorite rapper. So tonight we're going to talk about it, you guys. Or today, I should say. I'm coming on a little bit early. Gillie the Kid had posted earlier today on his Instagram with 2 million plus subscribers. Somebody in the chat, get me that official number. Y'all know what to do when you come in here. Hit that like button. Y'all know what to do when you come in here. Hit that like button. Share your city and state. It's the kid, Mikey T, the movie star. We got some things to talk about today. Gillie the Kid said, everybody wants to be famous. The shit is really sad. Hassan Campbell wants to be famous. That is for sure. Hassan Campbell wants to be famous. Hassan actually wishes he could have a platform like $1 million worth of game. Let me ask y'all in the chat, do you ever see Gillie and Wallow talking about there's more people in this live? YouTube is sabotaging $1 million worth of game. Do you ever see Gillie or Wallow ever saying some nonsense like that when they're on the internet? Let me tell you something, Poppy. Let me tell you something. Only people who are losing feel like they're being sabotaged. Only people who are losing feel like they're being sabotaged. Listen to me, homie. You're losing because you suck. Gillie is not Illuminati's with an S at the end. Because there's what, right? There's more than one Illuminati's. There's more than one, so there's got to be an S at the end. Haas, you're a moron. Gillie the Kid is not Illuminati. You heard me, dummy? He's not. He's just not. Look at Gillie. One look at Gillie the Kid. You can literally look at Gillie the Kid for 5 seconds and you'll say, hell no. Hell no is the answer that comes to people's minds. That's the answer that even comes to their minds when you say ridiculous stuff like Gillie had his son sacrificed. Hell no. That's the answer to your question, Hassan Campbell. So let me ask you, why do you got to go on the internet and say Gillie sacrificed his son to be Illuminati? Gillie is right. Everybody just wants to be famous. Everybody just wants to be famous. Gillie is absolutely right on his Instagram post. Everybody out here is just dying to be famous. You were willing to go that far, right, Hassan? You were willing to go that far with Bambaataa. He put you on the Tribe Called Quest album cover, right? You did all that. So what does that mean? What does that mean, Papi? You ever heard the phrase, nothing in life is free? It's kind of true, isn't it, Hassan? Listen, Gillie didn't even post your name on his Instagram page. How does it feel to be subliminally dissed? How does it feel to be subliminally dissed? Nobody even knows, but it's completely obvious. Gillie didn't post your name the same way Mano didn't even say your name when he went on Queen's Flip's channel and dissed you. Mano went on Queen's Flip's YouTube channel and dissed the hell out of you. Didn't even say your name. There's no reason to say Adolja's name. That's the same logic Gillie follows because he's a real one like Mano. But today, Gillie didn't hold back. Today, after many months, after I'm not sure the exact amount of time since you went on the internet and disparaged Gillie the Kid's family's name, you clown. But I know you didn't wait. You didn't wait too long to do it. And that's why you're getting this verbal thrashing from Gillie the Kid today, you guys. Gillie the Kid went off. And Gillie didn't even tag the man. Everyone already knows he's talking about Hassan Campbell. And it's all, what is it all because of, Hassan? What is it? Is it because Gillie didn't have you on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast? Is it because you're upset that Gillie the Kid sat down with Jay Prince? What was takeoff to you, Hassan Campbell? Was takeoff your man's? Takeoff, Offset, Quavo, any of them? Listen, nobody likes you, Hassan. And don't nobody from Quality Control Records know you either. Honestly, man, my people mess with quality control more than you have ever messed with quality control in your life. Takeoff was a great guy. And you're the only one that was legit happy to get on the internet and post another one of your TV turned off videos. Hassan, you're way too invested, man. All this because Jay Prince sat down and you were outraged that he was on $1 Million Worth of Game? Do you just expect everyone to follow your protocol, Hassan? You're not even real. You're not even real. So why would we follow your protocol? Hit that like button if you're in here. Drop a comment in the chat too. This dude's not even real. He expects us to follow protocol. Everything this dude does, you know what I mean? The stuff Hassan Campbell does, it's so unorthodox. You know what I mean? Everything he does, it comes out of left field. Like, wait, why did he diss him? What was the purpose of dissing him? So that's why this is my question. So Gillie said he's a nobody he said something along the lines of he's a nobody who got on by dissing famous people. I got to say, Gillie was spot on with that one. Gillie was accurate about that one because this is the guy that got lit off of dissing artists like the Lobby Boys. That is Hassan Campbell's claim to fame. It's not actually doing videos on the internet. So Gillie said, that's why a dude like me is going to prevail. People say about Gillie was talking he keeps it 100. He's just Gillie. That's why I'm so respected, because I always just wanted to be Gillie. I don't want to be nobody else. Respect, respects, respect. But I never been someone who took disrespect kindly. And the bottom line, if it comes down to where it's me or you, 96% of the time, it's going to be you. I already prayed on this because I wasn't effing with you. You was effing with me. So when you get what Gillie held himself back because, in all honesty, Gillie is way past this point of his life where he's going to be on the internet beefing with cornballs like Hassan Campbell. He's well past where he's going to be on the internet beefing with anybody. Gillie the Kid was on the internet beefing with Lil Wayne. Gillie the Kid was in them boardrooms taking meetings with 50 Cent, Jimmy Iovine, Jay-Z. So miss me with the Hassan Campbell shit. Gillie the Kid was mourning his son. Gillie was mourning his son, and Gillie doesn't even need to take the time out of his day to diss Hassan Campbell because he has no significance. He has no importance to this industry. The man spent his life dissing Lil Wayne. If you want to talk about somebody who was dissing, that's somebody that would be of importance for the man to diss. And miss me with the fake ass Gaddafis. We already know who the real Gaddafis are. Gillie did not address Hassan. Never did. Gillie doesn't address these type of people. Gillie lets them do what they're going to do. Gillie never had nothing bad to say about Queen's Flip before that one encounter that they had on the internet that I saved Queen's Flip's ass from, but Queen's Flip doesn't pay no respect to that. It is what it is. Gillie said, you didn't pray on this because you wouldn't have been effing with a dude like me for no reason. I don't be understanding this. And it's not like I give a F either. Dudes is weird. It's what I said. Gillie doesn't really be checking for these guys. Gillie absolutely does not be checking for these guys. It's only 6'9", the Rat King, that told academics about Hassan Campbell, if we really want to break it down. Hassan, you had a rat vouch for you. Hassan, you had a rat vouch for you. That's the only vouch you've got in the game. That's why Hassan Campbell, you got picked up by Whack 100. And what'd you tell him to have for you? Some Timberland boots and a Pele or some shit? So Gillie said, I punched my name in on the internet. All you see is a bunch of goofballs, a bunch of losers talking about me. It's unbelievable. One dude said I sacrificed my son. What kind of shit is that to say about someone? Think about it. Then you look at the source. You look at the source and who's it coming from? Gillie said, you was a grown man. A dude plucked you and you're trying to act like and you know you two were a love interest. That was your love interest. Gillie is saying that Bambaataa was actually Hassan's love interest. The man was of age. You know what I mean? The man was of age. You was in love. What are you talking about? But you're talking about someone like me, Gillie said. We know him because Africa Bambaataa plucked you. You got your story out on Doggy Diamond's channel. You went to Doggy Diamond's after everybody else turned you down. And what do you think that's going to come with? When you go on Doggy Diamond's channel, that means the whole hip-hop community is going to know your story. That means the whole internet community is going to know your story. Gillie knows you from Doggy Diamond's channel. You know what I'm saying? Come on, homie. You went on the internet. You did your little, what'd you do? You did your little bad baby thing. You did your little Jack Doherty thing. What? You couldn't get on Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil turned you down, Hassan Campbell? How about you go tell your story to Dr. Phil, and then maybe you can get some clout like Jack Doherty and Bad Baby? Because that's the type of case you're sounding like to me, to be 100% honest with you, man. So you went on Doggy Diamonds. You told your whole story. The whole world knows your story. Gillie said, leave me alone. I give out millions of dollars in the community. I gave out $4.5 million to the Black-owned businesses. How is someone like you going to talk about someone like me? Think about that. We did that. We pull up to Black-owned businesses and say, here goes 50. Here goes 100. How is someone like you going to talk about someone like me and anybody respect it? Think about it. Gillie's got a point there, because a lot of interviews I've done with 10 Toes Down, he speaks on the fact that Hassan Campbell has said he would give back to the community, but ultimately doesn't do shit. We saw a video with Hassan Campbell filming my son out of March. Okay, you were clout chasing. You were clout chasing to get some respect from my son back in the day. And that shit is extra lame. That's extra lame. You want to know how you really prove yourself? You keep going back. You prove yourself as honorable, but that's not what you've done, man. You've made fake promises, and that's why Gillie is throwing this out there. Gillie and Wallow literally went to all of these different businesses. I think it might have been in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania as a whole, might have been outside of Pennsylvania too. I'm not really sure. And he actually gave out thousands and thousands of dollars equaling to millions. They did that in conjunction with Barstool Sports, I believe. So what they're doing is really affecting the community. They're not coming on here and bragging about it on their weekly podcast. What they're doing on their weekly podcast is actually getting real stories out there, whether it's of a serious nature, a comedic nature, or just a biographical nature. You know, I really respect what Gillie is doing, having seen him come up from the days when the man was wearing Versace on his album covers and shit like that, from the days when he was making major figures a thing to, you know, his undoubtable success as a solo MC. You know, so Gillie obviously came with a good response. You know what I mean? This is a good response. And I'll say Gillie didn't respond sooner because he was mourning the death of his son. His intention wasn't to jump on the internet and respond to Hassan Campbell. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't his intention. That's not what a man would do. You know what I mean? Whether you're from this era or the era that Gillie is from, you know what I'm saying? Where you don't just jump to the internet for everything. You know, nobody should be doing that. If you're going through something in your family, your first intention should not be to jump on the internet and defend yourself against somebody who really doesn't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This guy Hassan Campbell really doesn't know what's going on within hip hop or in anything. You know what I mean? Hassan Campbell was talking about Keefe D. He was talking about Tupac. And I shut him down in that video too. If you missed that one, go check it out. I dropped it like 2 or 3 days ago, man. But everybody stay in tune. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you drop a comment on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I just wanted to do a quick one. Breaking news. Gillie finally responded to Hassan Campbell. He shut him down too, man. He shut him down. There was this one part where Gillie was like, ba, ba. Oh, man. Go check it out. 050 The Movement posted it too, man. And stay tuned for more of my interview with China Brim dropping this week as well, man. Got a lot of work, more work with 10 Toes Down coming for y'all as well. But I'm out of here. Peace.